Good morning, welcome to Headline Focus, here live on Core Politics with me, Rob Double. It is Monday the 18th of December 2017. Let's have a look at what's making the news. So to start off with, in the Telegraph today, a warning to British ally Saudi Arabia from the International Development Secretary Penny Mordaunt. Now she's saying there is no excuses for the blocking of food and fuel deliveries to Yemen by Saudi Arabia. She says it could be pushing the country into the worst famine in decades. Very interesting story there on the front page of the Telegraph. Next up, in the Times newspaper, alliance with Labour is the key to a soft Brexit. Now that's what Tory rebels, particularly those 11 Conservative rebels who voted against the government last week in the Brexit vote, they're saying Theresa May, the Prime Minister, should appeal to the opposition to form a cross-party alliance or soft Brexit caucus in the House of Commons. Now this is really quite interesting. It could it possibly be that Theresa May pushes to a soft Brexit by bringing in the Labour Party fold, and would even the Labour Party be willing to come and support the government in a soft Brexit, effectively battering away the hard Brexiteers on the Conservative Party? We don't know. Interesting idea, but something to think of today. Possibly some lines coming about that as Westminster wakes up in a few hours' time. Let's look in focus though at the main story today, which, as you could probably have seen on the spread, this picture was pretty much on every newspaper, and this is the murder of British diplomat Rebecca Dykes. She was an official at the Department for International Development. She was found, her body was found in Beirut, where she worked at the US Embassy. She'd been working in Lebanon for nearly a year. Now, Lebanese police are saying her body was found on a road outside of Beirut in the early hours of Saturday morning, with Sky actually reporting this morning that someone has been arrested in relation to the murder. Also in the newspaper, as you can see, we've got it up here, Mrs Dykes has been about to fly home to the UK, apparently, to see her family for Christmas. Tourists have also been warned about safety in the city, according to the newspaper. Very sad story, but no doubt some more information coming through today, especially if Sky News have reported accurately earlier on. One more story then comes from the Times newspaper. Now, you remember how Theresa May was going to be on the edge of losing the leadership. She was going to be thrown out and discarded by the party or the electorate at some point, a few months maximum. Well, apparently, according to the Times newspaper, Tory MPs are now urging the Prime Minister to stay in the role until at least 2021. Why? Well, the fears are that the leadership contest could ruin the trade talks with the EU, these crucial aspects of the Brexit negotiations, which are going to be happening in the next few months in the new year, carrying on, obviously, until March 2019. And if it's not complete and we have a change of leadership, could that mean undermining the negotiating position of the UK? Now, the context is incredible that Theresa May has managed the transition of being the inevitable loser who will be kicked out soon to somehow Prime Minister for years to come, leading us all the way through the Brexit negotiations. We'll see, of course, whether this is valid and whether the Tories will keep hold of her until then. That's pretty much it for today. You're up to date. Don't forget you can find all the latest we're doing here on Core Politics on our Facebook page and Twitter right here. But from me and all the team here at Core London, have a fantastic start to your week.